Hey, everyone. Oops, I forgot to turn my sign on at the back. So it's me doing it just again. And happy birthday to me. And I think I've got sound on this time. So if you're watching this, let me know if you can hear me. And hopefully we've got sound and I don't have to do it a second time. So thank you for joining me. We are live in Getting Started in Crypto on YouTube, on X, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. So welcome, everyone. And thank you for being here. So thank you. So obviously you can hear me if you can say happy birthday. So thank you. And this is going to be a super quick one because I'm going out to dinner. And I just wanted to bring Bitcoin to you because it is in a critical region. And I want to just show you the possibilities of what's going to happen over the next week. America's had its AAA rating downgraded. The DXY is probably going to dump, and that is good for crypto. So let's jump in and let's have a look. So remember, I'm doing this all by myself. So if the changes in between are a little bit clunky, I apologize in advance. So this is a Bitcoin, and we can see that we've potentially got a complete correction in this region, but we haven't broken the high yet. So that is the thing that's making us look like it could potentially be an extended correction, or it could be just the beginning of the waves up. So let's jump into this and have a look. When we have a look at this pattern, we've got a really, really nice wave up. So I'm going to just put the fibs on the other way around and just bring that to your attention and just show you where we're at. So we've reached the golden zone, which is really nice, but that is also could be a corrective pattern. So we're still in that corrective pattern formation. And the way it looks now, we've got 5 waves in this area, we could have a WXY happening. So that would be a W, an X, and a Y. Or we could be playing out some sort of pattern if we get like a smaller internal wave that doesn't break this high. So key thing is it doesn't break that high. We could be playing out some sort of triangle here. So that could be what we're going to be seeing over the next probably week or so, where we're going up, down, up, down, up, down, where the market's not sort of made a decision which way or which direction we're doing. That is in line with, this is an all-time high, and we're at a region where we're about to break an all-time high. So what happens is we have a lot of bear tiers essentially to clear. So we've got a lot of level where we've got a lot of shorters in this area because they know that predominantly this is a resistance zone, and they know that this is an area that we need to break to move the next sort of region. So we're going to have a lot of high leverage shorters in this region, which when we start to get tether prints, that is going to be super easy to push through because shorts sell into the market long, or they buy into the market long, and then they go up. So when we're looking at that, potentially that's one pattern. That's our bearish pattern in this region. When we're looking at pullbacks for a 5 wave, so say this wave pattern in this region is complete and it's just truncated on this first wave, potentially our 236 comes to our 100 MA. So that's at our sort of 99, 100K. We want to be holding that region before we head up. And the 200 is at the 0.382. So they're 2 really key regions that we need to be looking at for this momentum to continue. And when we go to our daily, and we have a look at these regions down here that I've circled, we can see that we've got a little bit of sell pressure happening. So essentially, I do think we're sort of heading down for a little bit. And no, I'm 21. I'm forever 21. So yeah, but 29 You're making me a bit old. Yeah, so we're heading down. So when we look at confluence sort of regions, we're seeing that the 200 on the daily is probably potentially around that 382 region. Going back to that 4-hour chart, we can see that that lines up in this with this 200 MA as well. So that's probably a good region to start sort of laddering in. That's around 94. So we are starting to get sort of lower, and that's probably where we'll start seeing those tether prints again. So I don't think we're done yet with this correction. We might get a bounce here sort of imminently, and then like sideways continuation. We could get a really condensed sort of fourth wave in this region as well, just holding this 236, which is kind of where we're completed on this at the moment. So good thing the weekly didn't, it had yesterday printed a doji. We've pushed through that, and it's still looking really bullish on the weekly. So that's a really strong sign that this is a minor correction. So when we go up to the higher time frames, we look at sort of where the indicators are pointing, it's looking still really good. So depending on sort of how those levels are going, 382, if we're bullish, is the lowest it's going to get. If we are bearish and we're going into a sideways correction, and we've got that ABCDE pattern sort of showing up, then we're going back down to into the 80s. But I don't think that's the case right now, because if we have a look at dominance, we're creeping up again. We've got some support regions sort of forming in this region. So essentially, we're just going to sort of fill that out a lot. When we go to the total, we do have not a nice candle sort of forming on that total. It is an engulfing candle. We want that to sort of pick up, and we want to see a bounce very soon before that close tomorrow. And that will, determine what we're going to see over the next couple of days. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So I'm going to just bring up the DXY. I thought I had that chart open. Oops, DXY. Because this is a critical chart at the moment with the downgrade on the AAA rating on the US. So, whoops, my Lisa just disappeared. We can see that we didn't break the pivot. I've got a pivot on this chart of 102.2427. So that essentially, we're still going down to that 94 region, potentially even lower on the DXY. That is really, really good for crypto, really good, because they work in a seesaw sort of effect. So the US dollar index then shows, when it's sort of showing that sort of, weakness, that Bitcoin, which is paired, is stronger. So when we think, DXY is going up, that means that's stronger. Bitcoin will be weaker. So that is a very important index to watch. So there's not really any direction immediately at the moment. We will know more with the close tomorrow. I will put that, if you're getting started in crypto, you get a daily Bitcoin update, and I will put it on X as well tomorrow, just for all you guys, because this is going to be a really, really quick update. And let me see if I can bring up my Femex banner. Doesn't want to go straight across the middle. That was probably not what it was meant to do. So let me bring this up. So this is Femex. They sponsor the BTC update, and please use our referral code if you want free signals. Head to gettingstartedincrypto.com and click on the free signals, follow the steps, and you will get free signals with Femex through Getting Started in Crypto, only available on this. So make sure you use that referral code. And G6 Signals that does the signals is absolutely killing it, and he's always in the chat when he's got the signals going, so make sure you get involved in that. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for today. Let me go back to the chat, see if I can find that comments. But yeah, nothing in the chat. But yeah, tomorrow, keep an eye on X, keep an eye on getting started in crypto when we get that daily close, and I will update Bitcoin and let you know sort of direction, because we'll have a greater indication tomorrow. Today, it's not giving us a lot of information. It is showing larger time frames, still really bullish, and yeah, looking good. So I think over the next few months, we're going to see alts really take off. They're pulling back on those first wave corrections at the moment. We want those to hold the lows. As long as they're holding the lows on the higher time frame, sort of dailies, they are good to go. If you've got a pattern that's not holding those lows, that's a key sign to sort of move on to something maybe like SWE or Solana or something like that. That is really sort of holding, that is really tradable and is going to make you money longer term. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and super quick because it is my birthday and I'm going to dinner. Thank you for watching.